like I wasn't cool in school. Yeah. And like, I don't think kids really, and not to their fault, like they didn't understand what voice acting was. Nobody really knew. Like if you weren't on TV, what are you doing? Like, you know, I was barely in school for like a few years. Right. Or I would go in and then leave early. So like kids like didn't understand that or whatever. So I never wanted to put more attention on myself to make me seem or to have any of that negative. Like I didn't want kids to think like I thought I was better than them or like, so I just never talked about it, never posted about it. And I just kept very to myself. And even with social media, I never wanted to like post all of that and be like, look at me, I did all of this stuff. Like, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But then when I got the contract to do the Fan Expo conventions, they were like, oh, do you have a social media presence? I was like, I mean, like my personal like one, like, but nothing about Dora. Yeah. They're like, well, you need to start because like people need to know, like they can meet you. They need to know like what you look like. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, I don't really think people like care anymore. Like at this point, it's been like 20 years.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I guess I'll post about it. So I started to, and it kind of like blew up in like a crazy way. And I was like, what is happening right now? Because I lived so much of my life like not showing that side of myself and maybe not being so proud of it or like thinking that people actually cared. And it was just, you know, something that I did that, but nothing to like be like noteworthy or have people like really appreciate that part of me.
Yeah.
And maybe I didn't appreciate that part of myself too. So I always say like doing the reboot as Dora's mom and doing the conventions and talking to people who grew up with the show and even like the social climate that's happening right now, like all of those things kind of really healed my childhood because it brought me like a new perspective and I could appreciate and be proud of that, of all the things that I did. And my husband always makes fun of me because he always wants me to tell people like who I am. Oh, that I was Dora.
That's so
like,
cute.
I'm like, it's so weird. And he's like, you just have to start doing it. And I'm like, okay. So like, I forget where we were, but like I started to say it and he's like, you sound so awkward. Like, why are you saying it like that? He's like, you got to be more confident when you say it. I'm like, this is just so weird to be like, oh, like, do you know who I am? Like through all of this, I feel like I've come to a place where I am more confident and because I'm more appreciative and it's not coming from a place of, I think I'm better than you or like a sense of pride, right? It's more of like, no, I'm proud of what I did and I know what I did was important and it was impactful and it was my half of my life pretty much. And I am proud of that and that's who I am and I love it. And if you grew up with me, then I want to be able to share that joy with you, like, you know, and I feel like I've come a long way because I never thought I would be at that place. So it's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And according to my husband, I am getting better.
We're going to trust him on it.
Yeah.
We'll believe him.
Yes. He's pretty judgy. So
he's pretty judgy.
Yeah.
Like he would tell me.
He would tell me.
You had mentioned too when we were chatting before, like what's going on, like socially, like in you said your community specifically too, and I would imagine that probably has like tied in as well with how you're feeling about like being connected to Dora, and that was what came to my mind when we had chatted prior. Yeah, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, when Dora came out in 2000, she was the first Latina main character and in animation, not even in like, you know, live on camera. So that was like huge to have her. And a lot of people and a lot of girls, Hispanic girls, or even people of color, like from not just Hispanic, like looked up to Dora and wanted to be her and dressed like her going to school and really like looked at her as a role model. Or like she's the only person that kind of looks like me. And they would get the haircut and like all these things, right? So she meant so much to so many people and they held on to her and throughout so many years. Like I've met so many people at conventions that still have, whether it's clothes, dolls, or pictures, everything of like, no, you don't understand. Like even if people made fun of me at school, like I had to like represent Dora. Like I had to represent my girl because she looked like me and like I just felt connected to her. And that's huge, right? Yeah. And now 25 years later, we're in this place and Dora's being rebooted in such an important time. And to me, I felt like it was saying like, hey, like which is, I feel like a lot of us are saying, a lot of Hispanic people are saying like, hey, we're still here.
Right.
We still matter. We still have a voice, and we still have a place. I felt like to me, it was so special. One, because I'm being healed in so many other ways, but also to have her come back during this time, to me, felt really special. And I hope that people who grew up with her felt the same way too, and can feel at least empowered and strengthened during this time, and hopeful that we can get past this and be in a better place, for sure. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I definitely, as somebody who now is having friends who are having kids, and
Yeah.
I've grown up in San Diego, like born and raised. I've been there for,
Nice.
except minus the 9 months I've spent in Oregon,
Okay.
35 years. So, very large
Yes.
Mexican community.
Yeah.
And hearing my friends talk about how timely and how meaningful it is to have that again, like for their kids,
Yeah.
like it is hitting.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
at least I can
think so.
say from like my personal observation, like it does mean a lot.
I love that. That means a
Yeah.
lot to me. And I think too, I know streaming has like its ups and, its pros and cons.
Sure.
It's been, you can watch the original shows, or you can watch like the
Mhm.
things that you grew up on that I feel like, touched upon a lot of those things more, and you can kind of like go back and watch
Yeah.
a lot of, especially like the old Dora shows too.
It's evergreen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.